what's up guys? This is Tom Burkhardt from car-revs Daily, going on for a quick drive review in the 2017 Lexus GS350. So I was wrong in my first couple Instagram posts of this car. I thought this was the F-Sport, but it turns out they all just look really, really aggressive since this 2016 makeover. So this is actually the standard GS350 rear-wheel drive. It's available in all-wheel drive, or as the GS200T and GS450H. Nice and responsive engine here. We have the 3.5 liter V6 making 311 horsepower in this application and 280 foot-pounds of torque through an 8-speed automatic transmission with a really nice paddle shift. And this GS in particular is special because even though it's a GS350, it has what is called the premium package or luxury package. Let me see a second. It has the luxury package, which is about $4,000 and includes a ton of really, really nice upgrades, like the 19-inch GSF alloys with sort of a spider spoke trim, this upgraded interior with semi-aniline leathers, and the Sapel wood is very, very beautiful. We also have the 19-inch adjustable seats, so I've got like extendable seat base squab. I can adjust the pinch of the side bolsters as well as the upper angle of the seat to move like the entire top part of the shoulder seat forward and backward to give you more or less support. So awesome seats on this luxury pack upgrade, and then and other nice goodies like lane keep assist and forward collision warning and stuff like that, that is in addition to the standard blind spot alert and rear cross traffic alert. So of course, backup camera standard, and then this 12.3-inch navigation screen is standard across the board, even on the GS200T, which is really, really nice, and you can go full screen for the navigation with its integrated traffic, which is awesome. Works really, really easily and nicely. And then you can also have part of the screen be dedicated to like your audio, whatever you're listening to, or phone, or climate, various other data. Because the screen is so big, you've got plenty of room up there to do it. I'm gonna get back on the throttle in just a few seconds when we get past this light. But essentially, it's just really, really incredibly easy to use. Like this Lexus system with the Snap to guide right here, like it's just really, really easy to use, and then the shortcuts of course make it extra simple, and that is an asset for the GS versus some of the latest and most high-tech vehicles in the midsize sports sedan segment, which of course the 5 Series is going to always have a target on its back, because it's a big seller and it does things pretty well. So the new 5 Series is new for 2017. And 5 Series is fast. So 5 Series name change goes to 540 is the new 535 with a new inline 6 turbo, and it's like under 5 seconds to 60 miles an hour, and it's super, super high tech, which a little bit, so there's some places where the GS is feeling a little bit mature for its, oh, I forgot. So the luxury package also includes the Sport Plus drive mode, which otherwise isn't exclusive to the F Sports. So they all look really, really aggressive with this new fascia for 2017. But the F Sports have instead of horizontal slats in the spindle grille, they have like the cross mesh, but they're really, really similar. I mean, you'd be hard pressed to tell the F Sport from the regular GS350, as I was. Okay, so there are places where 5 Series is feeling like a little bit dated, but in terms of like ease of use and value for money, there's not one of them. I mean, the new 5 Series is awesome, and the one we got to test the other day was super awesome, but it went from a $57,000 base price to like 81 with a ton of options, like the M Sport Pack, dynamic handling pack, like all this stuff that is like pretty, sorry. All this stuff that you really don't feel like, that really takes it to a different class of vehicle in general, in my eyes. So GS really excels in being awesome and competing with Genesis and Q50 even Q70, and many other sedans in the $50,000 to $60,000 price point, and does so exceptionally well. These sedans are all really similar in size and in overall pace. The GS350 does the 0 to 60 sprint in 5.7 seconds, down to 5.8 for the GS350 all-wheel drive, and actually the GS450H is the quickest of the group outside the GSF, coming in at 5.6 seconds to 60. So they all feel like suitably rapid, but never like sort of like man-eating ferocious like the new 540 in terms of its sheer in-gear power. So that is a little bit underwhelming, and but you have to keep in mind that even loaded up with this luxury package, the triple beam headlights, and nightfall mica paint, many other goodies on here. This particular car does not include the GS350's optional limited slip differential, but even with all the options on it, from a $50,000 sticker, it pulls well, it pulls nicely, and has good in-gear power for real-world driving. Even stickered at 60 out the door, I mean, this car's really, really affordable for how much luxury it brings, and how fun it is to drive. So I kind of missed my train of thought there, but a lot of these mid-size luxury sedans are very similar, so it's going to come down to feel and brand preferences. So that's where these luxury makers are really trying to differentiate themselves and create sort of a holistic approach to their vehicles and their brands, really to have that halo brand appeal. Like you're wondering about the LC500, for example. I mean, what the hell? I mean, Lexus isn't really trying to make huge profits off a vehicle like that. I mean, that is like a true halo model for Lexus. And it really delivers. We met an LC500 last week in the same shade of Nightfall Mica. Looks gorgeous. It's a very, very, very dark blue that really only comes alive in direct sunlight. But similar triple beam LEDs to the GSF. I mean, the whole car is basically like a GSF ringer now for the GS200, GS350, and GS450, which is not a bad thing. So GSF is going to be a halo model, of course, and then that LC500 in general, adding a little bit of excitement to the overall Lexus brand proposition. And I really do like this car. So this luxury package brings the adaptive variable suspension, but does not bring one of the things that's an F-Sport exclusive, and that is the adaptive variable ratio steering, or adaptive variable gear steering, like 8 VGS or something. So that system is exclusive to the F-Sport and drops the steering from 2.7 turns from lock to lock down to 2.3. So 2.7 is still like really, really quick, and the steering feels tremendous. GS has great chassis balance. We're at 53% of the weight is in the front and 47% out back, which is pretty close to 50-50. And the car definitely handles with that type of balance and control. But where it really sort of ups the ante is in the sportiness of the lateral support in the seats, and the ability to go into like full-on cruising serene mode versus like the Genesis G80, for example, which like or perhaps the Jaguar XF, which those cars are fun, but they never really nail that dual character as well as I would like. Like they're always sort of a little bit too firm. Even the Volvo S90, excuse me, this is really strange. It's like a lag on full throttle upshifts. Even the S90 rides pretty firmly versus this GS350. So GS does really, really nicely in striking a nice balance between being an actual luxury car and having that sort of fun factor of a sports sedan. So I'm a big fan of this car. I think you guys will love it too. And of course, it's really, really affordable. You really have a lot of the fun factor from the new 540 and its $80,000 price, but at $20,000 less. So that is definitely nothing to sneeze at. And the GS is still a very strong contender for your dollars in 2017. Mostly because of this new design outside and tweaked powertrains like with the 8-speed automatics and the availability of a turbo 4. But otherwise, you know, what was a very lovable car is still extremely lovable and an extremely nice machine to get in every day. Fantastic seats, great luxury features, and of course a nice ability to split that line between having sort of a luxury grown-up sedan and a four-door sports car. So we'll see you guys next time. This is Tom Burkhardt from Car Revs Daily in the 2017 Lexus GS350 rear-wheel drive.